wanted to address the public contracting section of Proposition 209 and its impact on taxpayers and businesses in California. Prop 209 in 1996 prohibited discriminating against or granting preferential treatment to any individual or group on the basis of race, sex, color, ethnicity, or national origin in the operation of public employment, public education, or public contracting. You've heard a fair amount today about the education portion of the measure, but I wanted to speak directly to the public contracting portion of that ballot measure and its impact on California. The supporters of Prop 16 like to point to a study that was conducted in 2015 that concluded that minority-owned businesses lost $1.1 billion annually in business as a result of the elimination of the preferential treatment. What they really meant to say is that the taxpayers of California are saving over $1 billion a year for services and products that they are now purchasing cheaper because there is not a preferential contracting program. And in fact, an analysis that was done of state-funded contracts showed that the cost dropped by 5.6% after Prop 209 compared to the federally funded projects that continue to apply those preferences in contractor procurement. It's worth noting that 6 years after Prop 209, women-owned businesses are still receiving the same percentage of construction contracts from Caltrans as they were before Prop 209. So clearly, they were able to successfully compete without a preferential treatment program, and the taxpayers saved money as a consequence. At the same time, there's been an increase in small business contracting programs, which are completely legal, where all small firms are competing against each other without preferential consideration. This has benefited all the taxpayers in our state by reducing costs. There are plenty of options today available for public agencies that want to assist businesses in gaining public contracts. Small and micro business preferences are allowed. Local business preferences, bid discounts, set-asides are all allowed for local businesses. Local hiring policies are allowed. Requiring prime contractors to submit to contract with small businesses are allowed. And breaking large contracts into smaller contracts to allow more competition is also allowed. Make no mistake, Prop 16 will allow certain businesses to cut in line for taxpayer dollars, even if they don't have the best price or are the most qualified. In this current time of economic uncertainty and substantially reduced tax revenues, it makes no sense for taxpayers to be overpaying for services just to give one business an advantage over another, especially when there are plenty of options to get small business participation at competitive prices. Business needs certainty and a level playing field. Prop 16 plays favorites and puts some businesses in line ahead of others. It might also be worth reminding everyone that since the passage of Prop 209, California has become a majority-minority state. Whites make up less of the population than minorities. Removing the anti-discrimination provisions of the Constitution may be opening up the possibility for white businesses and individuals to begin receiving preferential treatment. I say, be careful what you wish for. There's no telling how the courts might interpret this new preferential language if the current protections are removed. I would urge everyone to vote no on Prop 16 on November 3rd. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mike. Now, when you go home, I have a job for you. Can you email me a copy of your speech so I can share it with the press and other friends, please? Thank you, Mike. Mike is a very long-term friend of ours. We came through thick and thin. We ran a lot of campaigns together. He is very well connected both with different levels of